10 family secrets that will truly horrify you. Each family has its own secret to hide in their closet. This video is about 10 family secrets that will truly horrify you. The guarded wife. Fred Wrinkle was a German-born Jew who married Elfriede. He disclosed his identity and his dark history of annihilation under the Nazi regime from her. Elfriede Wrinkle was a former dog handler at the Ravensbrück concentration camp, where Jews were enslaved. Fred died after 2 years, and the Justice Department's official special investigations took notice of Wrinkle's ugly past. Fred was actually killed by her. 9. The Impure Pilgrim. Robert Hale is known as Papa Pilgrim, and he gained nationwide recognition after driving a bulldozer 13 miles through a national park. His family seemed happy to the outside world, but he was actually an abominable abuser who regularly raped and beat his children. He even used his oldest daughter sexually, claiming that the Bible permitted incest between a father and daughter. Number 8. The Unwholesome Couple. Gerald and Alice Uden seem to be the best couple and symbol of wholesomeness to their neighbours, but they have both dark pasts. Before Alice and Gerald met, they were married to other people. Alice Uden was married to a man named Ronald Holtz, whom she killed, and Gerald Uden shot his ex-wife, and her 2 sons also mysteriously vanished. It was when Alice's son, Ronald Holt, disappeared. The police unravelled their dark history. Alice shot Ronald as he was about to attack her daughter. 7. The Favour. In 1978, Joseph Tarracone went to visit his daughter in Hawaii, and he just vanished. The Washington resident disappeared for about 30 years. It was in 2007 the top secret sibling Renee Curtis and the brother Nicholas Notaro was exposed. Curtis had a romantic relation with Tarracone, and he hired her brother to get rid of him. 6. The Not-So-Guilty Conscience. Colin Howell, a dentist, and his lover, Hazel Stewart, decided to get rid of their spouses. Howell and Stewart poisoned their partners with carbon monoxide. Howell later married Kyle Jorgensen. He confessed his sin to his second wife, but he again started cheating on her. Out of guilt and vengeance, Jorgensen reported to the officials. Colin Howell received a 21-year prison term, and Hazel Stewart 18 years. The Diary Confession. In Diane Stout's family, mishappenings were occurring one by one in the year 2012. Her husband died suddenly due to some natural causes. Her autistic son Sean died because of some seizure-related complications, and her daughter Sarah was admitted for a flu-like malady that turned out to be an organ failure. But Diane was almost jolly. The Stout family's pastor saw some of this oddball behaviour and reached out to law enforcement. Later, all the truths were revealed from Diane's other daughter, Rachel's diary. She had helped her mother plan and execute the rest of the family. 4. The Closet. Veronica Aguilar confined her son Jonathan inside closets where she served him little more than drugs to keep him humble for 3 years. The children of Aguilar purportedly sworn her other 3 children to secrecy. 3. The Other Children. Darren West lived 10 years of his life accepting he'd only popped 3 children with his estranged wife, Megan Huntsman. But one day, he discovered something unexplainable in the garage. A dead infant. Megan had quietly given birth to 7 of West's children and suffocated 6 of them to death. 2. The Troubled Son. 3-year-old Charlie Brand shot his father and his pregnant mother as she bathed. When she focused on her sister, the gun was jammed. This wasn't the last time that Brand killed. In 2004, the Gulf Channel executive Michelle Jones and his wife Terry was murdered by Brand. Those who knew Charlie secured them as a shy, characteristic, not a vicious killer. That's when Angela Brand came forward and revealed the past. Number 1. The Colonel's daughter. Victoria Montenegro grew up believing that her father, Lieutenant Colonel Hernan Telslav, was a powerful figure who sought to keep the nation's fabric unsoiled by opponents during Argentina's dictatorship. In fact, he had helped the Argentinian military steal several babies from families thought adversarial to the state during the nation's dirty war. Montenegro was one of those babies.